Hello and welcome to the Smoking Rubbers podcast. I'm your host, Aryan Sharma.
And I'm Destria.
And on today's episode, we'll be talking something a little bit different. Normally we talk about our favorite cars or compare them against each other. But today we'll be talking about some still car related, of course.
Yeah.
But we'll be talking about the Forza Horizon game series.
Yes.
Now, of course, very recently they did give us a bunch of information on the latest addition to Forza Horizon 6. Back in January 22nd, they had a game direct sort of showcase,
Yes.
of course, and they sort of gave a bunch of information and all the stuff that will be featured within the game. So,
Yep.
of course, you can get the sort of the title image for that Forza Horizon 6. They announced that it's going to be announced. They announced that it was going to be released. They gave a release date of May 19th of this year. Pre-orders open right now with a base price of 90 Canadian, which that's pricey, but that's how games are today.
Yeah.
And of course, I think the big thing with this entry is that this year it will be taking place the game in Japan, which is a sort of has been a fan sort of favorite place that people have been hoping for.
Yeah. Highly requested. A lot of the it's just the landscape. A lot famous by the anime Initial D, the mountain pass, the toge. A lot of car enthusiasts enjoy that.
Yeah, and they did show off a lot of those like sort of famous locations and set pieces from that were, I guess, inspired by like Initial D and Tokyo Drift.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they showed off. Yeah, when the mountain passes, there we go. Of course, the drifting. That sort of the drifting with the Initial D, that of course sort of famous. Of course, another sort of of course that wasn't just the only locations. They also showed off some more, not just the rural areas, but also downtown places like Tokyo City, as well as of course the return of the Four Seasons that sort of Horizon has. Right now, of course, this is the part of the winter season. Winter season event that will take place in 6. I just when they first showed that off, I was super intrigued by that because just how high that snow was.
I heard from real life. I haven't seen them in many pictures, but I heard in Japan it actually gets like that. That people actually can drive through the snow. Like it actually gets that high.
Yeah, and I think certainly in terms of driving them, it's certainly be fun with all the sort of twists and turns that probably the courses they'll be there will have.
For sure.
Speaking of driving, of course, Japan known for JDM cars, and they did reveal some. They showed off some of the cars. Of course, they announced that there will be about 150 cars available at launch for you to drive in, which and certainly more to come as the game progresses. Some notable ones that we saw, JDM wise, include the NSX, the GTR, Civic Type R, but also some other ones that other sort of brands companies like the Porsche 911 and Mercedes AMG, amongst others. I think one notable one I saw that I don't think was in the games before was those small K trucks.
Oh yeah.
I think we saw a couple of those driving. Hopefully that is also drivable, but that's a nice chase. Of course, here's the Mercedes and Porsche.
Yeah.
Along with all those sort of baseline cars, they also announced a new sort of feature, which are Forza Edition cars. Which those are such special editions, special versions of cars you can find, which have been pre-modified and tuned to a specific thing. So when they showed off a sort of Miata in the game during the trailers, and of course you have images of sort of more like a rally off-roading Porsche.
Yeah.
But that Miata, it had like a massive like V8, V10, V12 engine.
Oh yeah, the turbo headlights.
Yeah, it looked so. Those are some stuff that players will be able to find as they drive throughout the world in Japan. Of course, here is the sort of downtown Tokyo with, of course, the NSX and whatnot. Certainly, I think this might be one of the most diverse locales in Forza history. Not just offering the both in city and more rural areas.
Yeah. I think I heard a lot of concern in being around the population. People would like to see like NPCs walking out and about because it would just feel kind of empty and dead inside. You want to feel like you're at least part of a living world.
Yeah.
But some concerns like that, maybe add more traffic. But so far, largely relatively positive feedback from what a lot of the fans have seen.
Yeah.
In the trailer.
Because we talked sort of some of the cars that were shown off, but I think the most interesting car, in my opinion, probably I think maybe yours as well, was the cover car they chose for this year, which turned out to be the 2027 GR GT by Toyota. Because this is the cover. Right next to it is also the Toyota Land Cruiser. Yeah. So big lot of Toyotas this year. But I found this car, it's interesting because it's technically hasn't been released yet. Yeah. It's still technically a concept model.
It's a debut. It's a
debut concept. It's sort of being marketed as the next Halo supercar for Toyota. Yeah. Comparisons to the old Lexus LFA.
Yep.
This isn't actually the first time Forza has used a pre-production car for their games. I believe it was Forza Motorsport 6. Mm. They used back then the Ford GT before it came out. So it was technically the concept version of the Ford, I guess the 2017 Ford GT before it was released. But of course, I think some more information on the Toyota GT. It'll of course be two-door and rear-wheel drive. I think the most interesting thing will be the powertrain, which is set to be a twin-turbo V8, about 4 liters. But it's also going to be a hybrid, a single electric motor and hybrid. Wow. Not much in terms of the sort of each individual, but combined is set to make 641 horsepower, which is a pretty decent amount.
Yeah.
Paired with a 8-speed automatic. I do believe also they're releasing a Lexus counterpart with this. Oh. I mean that's going to be the LFA, new LFA.
Oh.
They're going to sort of, I guess, similar powertrain, but under the Lexus brand.
I had no idea they were going to do a Lexus variant. I heard they were going to sell them at Lexus dealers because they were considered to be too exclusive to be sold at a Toyota dealer. But I heard they sell them there instead.
Possibly. Is there anything else notable that you saw from the trailers? Or
I'm really excited about the highways in particular.
Yeah,
because that's a big staple in a lot of Japanese car culture. The big highway runs and everything. I'm happy to see that. Hopefully, they play more into that. A lot of I'm trying to remember the anime, but there's like a famous 240Z that's a blue. They call it the Devil Z.
I've heard of that.
But yeah, that's a very famous
high speed powered car. Yeah,
that looks a lot of fun to do. And that's the I think the Goodwood debut.
This is Goodwood. I think the front is the Toyota. I think the one back is the Lexus.
Oh, okay. Because that looks like like a race car, like a GT3.
Yeah.
But that's cool.
Yeah, I think you can notice like slightly different. The fronts are slightly different lights. Front headlights,
the mirrors, the spoiler.
Yeah.
The front canards. Yeah.
And
the hood. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's cool though. Toyota's still willing to do those sorts of things.
Yeah, like it's nice. We had they're still going with the I guess the GR Gazoo Racing brand.
Yeah,
they're going strong with of course they had the Toyota Corolla GR, Supra. The Supra is still going, and I think I don't know if they're doing a GR of this. They usually announce a new Celica.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Celica is going to be a hybrid as well. I don't know if they announced a GR version, but certainly they're sort of, I guess, feels like Toyota's going back to their roots.
Yeah, because it's funny because Honda did the new Prelude hybrid. Yeah. I think maybe that's why Toyota might.
Yeah, maybe.
Just to compete with it.
Yeah. So I guess going back to Forza, one more thing they sort of showed off in that showcase was a new car meets sort of thing where where players can, there's essentially like these sort of hangout areas where players can showcase their different cars and their builds that they create. and as well as having the option, sort of like taking a look at each individual specs, and sort of being able to copy those for their own builds. So, I should ask you, have you ever played any of the Fortress games before?
Oh yeah, I should have led with that. Yes, I played from the very first game. I've been really hooked since. I love the festival setting. I love that sort of. I like the genres of music, like.
Oh yeah, the radio stations that
they. A lot of.
Yes.
Like I like the. I know the one track I really like is from the Black Keys, "The Lonely Boy." That's been my go-to track ever since.
Yeah. It's been 5 because that was a recent song.
Well, no, it came out in the first game. So
oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, and then what I'm really excited about too, and this coming is the customization for the homes. If you ever play Test Drive Unlimited,
they showed up. They showed a few of the house locations for the game, as well as this like big sort of base that you are able to like expand and
store your vehicles into.
Yeah,
like so that's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Well, I guess for me, I mostly just focus on the driving.
Yeah.
I think having, of course, there's more, I guess, diverse locale in Japan makes it sort of interesting. Of course, it is famous in Japan, being famous, very famous and popular in different culture. Sort of coming into, I'm sort of curious about how they sort of treat each different region. Like going from downtown Tokyo City into like maybe some of the rural farmlands or maybe the mountains of Japan. Well, I'm very interested to see what they do for that.
Yeah, but it does look a lot of fun. From what I've seen, it does look a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Another complaint was just that people said the roads are a little too wide compared to real life.
Right.
But I mean, it's a video game.
It's a video game. There's
got to make it a bit more.
Got to make more like, I guess, actually fun to drive in.
Yeah, it can't be like everything can be like 1-to-1 to exactly.
Right.
But yeah, it does look a lot of fun. Really excited to play it. I don't know if I'm going to buy the game, but I'm definitely going to try it.
Certainly the price.
Yeah, definitely going to try it on Game Pass. But
yeah, of course,
for sure.
Should I ask also, which of course this is being long running series. Which one is probably your favorite of Forzas so far?
One.
The first one?
Just one. Yep. I gotta say that.
Okay. Well, I think for me, probably I'd say my favorite so far has been the fourth one. Taking place in Great Britain. I think I just felt like just this, even like it was mostly a like I guess rural farmland. But I felt the road design that they had was quite interesting. Lots of like different. So even if it's like even if each location maybe looked similar at a glance, certainly there was some decent variety.
Yeah.
And of course the weather system, I think that one lent itself very much to a Great Britain, seeing the difference between like summer to autumn or fall.
Yeah, because that was the first game they introduced the whole weather system in, so it makes it kind of unique as well.
Yeah, and certainly each sort of wet season offers different sort of challenges and such for driving.
Yeah, for sure. I'd say probably the second game is probably like my favorite sort of setting, like driving in Europe.
Yeah,
Italy, like just seeing some of the roads in Italy is just it's amazing. Driving the cliffside.
Yeah.
But the first game, I think, is mainly because of the story.
Right.
And how you could there used to actually be like rivals you could challenge and win cars off of them.
Right.
But yeah, first one is just, I guess it's nostalgia for me.
Yeah.
And the story.
Yeah. Well, I think if there's anything else that you want to add, or
no, I don't think I think I covered most of what it's all about.
Certainly, of course, games once again, the games will be coming out on May 19th this year. Pre-orders up right now, and with that, I think that's pretty much ends our episode. Thank you for watching. I'm your host, Arun Sharma,
and I'm Destria,
and this has been the Smoking Rubber Podcast.